Arsenal won tonight. What are you saying, Sard?
Listen, man, it was
big up the snore along. Do you know what I mean? I was dying, bro. Do you know what I mean? It was quite a boring game, bro. But listen, we got the goals.
Tend to be boring.
Coming from you, that's mad. Popcorn in the kettle black, bro. It's nuts. But anyway, listen, we got the goals. We managed to win the game. We're through. I think technically now we're through in the top 8 because I don't think, apart from Atalanta, I don't think anybody else can catch us unless they score like 6 or 7 goals, which would be crazy if they did. But we're through into the next round, into the round of 16, which I'm happy with. There were some performances in the game which I was happy with. I was happy with Martinelli's performance, taking on his man consistently, trying to get in dangerous positions, playing well. I think Arteta took a risk with playing Kivior and Zinchenko. In my personal opinion, this Kivior guy just needs to go back to the Serie A. Like we're getting so many like people in for this guy. Can we just sell him, try and make a profit? Khalas, salamu alaikum, and let's go to get another centre back that we can bring in and just have there. Do you know what I mean? If not, try and bring somebody in to cover that space from the academy if we've got somebody, or go and get somebody that is a seasoned professional that actually knows how to be comfortable on the ball and calm on the ball, because Kivior is a nervous wreck on the ball. And the worst thing is he tries to do this whole let me just do a little flick. Let me try and do what Saliba. Like, you're not Saliba, bro. Like, stop begging it. You're not Saliba. You're not that guy with this great ability on the ball, or you're able to get out of stuff easy, bro. You're a clunky guy at times. Gabriel, I think, was good. Timber got caught out a couple of times, but are still very good. Who else can I speak about? The midfield. I saw a lot of people. I saw.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
you haven't mentioned Havertz yet.
Yeah, because I'm not speaking about Havertz.
Why?
The thing is, I'm done with this guy, and I've had enough.
So I didn't watch the game. I watched only the goal. I only watched the first goal. I didn't watch the game.
People are going to sit here. Can I speak?
Go ahead.
Shukran, Habibi. Shukran.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to sit here and gas up Havertz. This guy had one good game. This is a madness if we sit here and start glazing over Havertz, doing a madness. Oh my God, look at this. Look at Havertz, assist and a goal. Wow, look at what he's doing on the... Bro, we need all of our strikers gone, and we need to bring in new strikers. We're in a situation where I'm not going to sit here and gas up Havertz's performance today. In regards to the midfield, I did like both the midfielders, Rice and Jorginho. I think they played very well. I saw a lot of people trying to disrespect Jorginho and say he played shit. But in my personal opinion, I think that Jorginho was very good. Apart from sometimes, and I don't know whether this is an instruction. I'm starting to think this is an instruction, because every single midfielder that we have does it, which is there's a clear passing lane. The player is open for a pass, but they hold the ball for too long. Every single midfielder we have does it. Every single one. Rice, Jorginho, Partey, they all do it. I don't know whether this is an instruction from Arteta. If he's telling them this, brother, you need to stop. Just let them be free. Let them pass. First time passes. I want to see them get the ball to the attackers as quickly as possible. Sterling is a waste of space, a piece of shit, and I wish that guy can get out of my fucking club as soon as possible. Because I don't like. He's maybe one of the worst players I've seen.
You're so angry tonight.
You do wrong today.
No. I'm so happy with the win, and I'm happy. I'm so happy with the win, and I'm happy with performances. But when I see Sterling on the pitch, it gives me like brain aneurysm.
No, but what did he do wrong today?
Yeah, what was wrong with today? Like, why are you lashing out?
Gary was awful.
Are you guys crazy?
I didn't watch the game.
I don't know why V is.
I didn't watch the game. I'm asking, why are you angry? I didn't watch the game.
Everyone is saying Raheem Sterling was so bad that he just couldn't take it. Like
this guy wasted every single opportunity, and like I said, he just slows down.
I mean, I wouldn't have personally called him a piece of excrement, but he wasn't good. Like Sard's you're wilding out a little bit, but
no. But to sit here and call him a piece of shit,
that's always over angry.
Hey, the left hand side was cooking though today.
Yeah, the left hand side was.
Zinchenko,
Chelsea cannot sell him for large amount of cash because he has been so shit for Arsenal. So that's the only positive I can take from Sterling.
So no one is gassed about Arsenal winning 3-0 and send it back.
I'm happy, but let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
I expected Start to be gassed, bro.
You can't be gassed. It's a 3-0 win. It's a convincing win. It's a professional performance, as Terry would say. And Martin Odegaard getting on the goal sheet, Rice getting his first Champions League goal, Havertz getting on the goal sheet, seeing good performance from Martinelli, seeing a decent performance from a lot of the players. Also, Zinchenko coming back in and looking good. That might be us putting him in the shop window, trying to get someone to come purchase him because he played really well. I thought the whole team I played relatively well. Obviously, I'm not gonna chastise anybody today because we won 3-0. But Domino Zagreb, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Whereas teams at home in the Champions League, after 2 minutes, I never felt like this game was at risk at all, and that's how we should be. And these kind of performances kind of give you confidence versus lesser teams, but against the bigger teams, better teams in the group stage. When we get into knockout rounds, we're gonna have to see how we face because we still have the attacking issues. We could have scored 5 goals. I felt like at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's chastised. When he said chastised, that made me laugh. I was watching
what is the difference?
There's not the same word, mate.
Okay, my bad.
I don't know what chastise means, but chastise is obviously.
I don't think chastise is a word.
I don't think chastise is. I was watching a show earlier on today called Landman. I don't know if you guys have watched it on Paramount. Very, very good. And this woman in it turned around and said,
chastise is rebuke. It's like you're saying that you rebuke that thing.
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but you used it in the context of chastising someone, so like criticizing them verbally, or it's so. But yeah, I was watching, and she said to this bloke she's seeing in the show, she went, "Oh, you've messed up now. You're going to be down the creek without a pickle." And she made me laugh because I say a lot of things wrong, and I love it when I hear other people do it. I find it a beautiful thing. Kai Havertz tonight gets on a goal, very well taken header, gets an assist. Saad doesn't want to praise him. I'm not too sure why he's hating. Would you praise him tonight, Igal?
Who?
Kai Havertz.
Saad's a hater.
Kai Havertz. You do realize we're talking about Saad. He's never gonna praise him again because he put his neck on the line for him. He let him down and he's hurt. I'm just gonna say this. Kai Havertz, we know what he is. When he gets service, when he has a decent game, I'm going to give him praise. Today, he deserved praise. But the assist in itself wasn't really like a fancy assist. It was kind of lucky. It came off him. Overall, I'm going to say, you know what? 8 out of 10 performance. I'm not going to really complain. There's not really negativity for anybody today. And I think, Saad, you can even admit 8 out of 10 performance from the guy. You don't have to say he's a.
Can I just clarify? That's really good.
Can I just clarify what? Can I just clarify what I'm doing here? I'm not gonna fully get back onto the train with this guy until he gives me 5 consistent games of good performances, because I don't know what Havertz I'm gonna get.
And you say,
am I gonna get Havertz that's able to? Am I gonna get Havertz? No, he had a good game today, bro. But what I'm saying is, I'm still. No,
yeah, but bro, we're not. What was it? But bro,
I want to hear Saad.
I think it's a 7-7 maybe 7.
You're hating, bro.
Yeah, but bro, let's keep it 100 though. Let's keep it 100, right? We're not here to talk about how we all feel about Kai Havertz in general. We're talking about today's game in isolation. So when we're talking about today, we're just talking about what he did today. What he did in his last few games, we've already spoken about how shit he's been. So today, we can at least say he gave us a goal and he gave us an assist. So he deserves credit for that. No one's saying put him on a pedestal and start comparing him with the world's best strikers and talk about how we no longer need a striker. You know what I mean? So I think
you know what happens though. Whenever you have a good game, we don't have to say he's the best player, second coming of Iniesta or something like that. We don't have to do that because that's what I see from other fan bases. Also, it's not just Arsenal. But if he does have a good game, just be like, yo, he had a good game. Keep it up. I want you to prove me wrong because I feel like Saad, you're on the fence. You're on the side of.
He had a good game. Wallahi, he had a good game.
Just say he starts for Madrid. That's it.
Bro, guys, I'm telling you right now, Havertz gets into the World XI, guys.
Do you know you didn't make me laugh, Saad? Is you reminded me of when I was young. I was really naughty one term at school and I got in trouble. And I remember I had to get over every week. my form tutor had to collect reports from my teachers that I'd take home to make sure I was being a good boy. So I was a naughty kid at school. And I remember after I was grounded, I was in trouble, and I took it home, my first report card from school, gave it to my dad, and Dad said, really, really good. I was like, can I go out again now? And my dad kind of gave me a speech like you just gave, but he went, if you're good every week for 5 weeks, then you can go out. You just laid the law down to Havertz like you're his dad. That made me laugh. It gave me a flashback. I only lasted 3 weeks and I got suspended again. I don't think it's my fault, though. That weren't my fault, though, because the teacher pushed my brother. So I had a fight with a teacher.
So your parents put you like on a performance review.
Sort of. I just fought a lot at school. I was a bit of a hothead at school. Calm down these days. Nate, what did you make of Arsenal tonight? You said earlier that it was a little boring, which I would agree with. But was it boring because it was just so easy for you, or do you see it a different way?
It was boring because I didn't feel like there was that level of urgency after the first goal. I didn't think the performance was as, dominant or exciting as you may want it to be when you're playing a significantly inferior side. But at the same time, it was professional in the sense of we did the job, we got the results that need be. I mean, I was watching both games and found myself kind of the game was a bit of a lull at times. And I think Sar touched on that, but there were positives in the sense of I saw Martinelli today being a bit more of a two-way threat. I think his performances have picked up a little bit more over the last 2 games. He's a bit more unpredictable in the sense of usually he'll kind of always run down the wing and cut onto his right foot. But nowadays he's been, in this game today, he was using his left foot and deliveries were a lot better than they usually are. I mean, his delivery for the second goal it put on a plate for Havertz. It'd be criminal for Havertz to miss. I mean, he took the defense out and the keeper out with that cross and put in a really, in a perfect position for a striker to score a goal. Havertz today, as a gal touched on, I've not been Havertz's biggest fan, and I'm still on the train of we need better. He can't be, the first team striker at Arsenal. If he's a rotational piece, fine. Even for what he's paid, it's still not ideal. It's still not value for money, right?
Yeah,
but at the same time, at the same time, I think he had a decent performance today. I think Trossard coming on and have an impact for the third goal as well. I think he was one of the shining lights against Aston Villa, so it was nice for him to pick up on that. It's almost as if some of these attackers have heard there's potential for a new attacker to be coming in, and you're seeing a little bit more performances. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that. I don't know if it's, but generally speaking, they do say competition breeds better performances, and to see an upturn in Trossard and Martinelli's performance, which we haven't seen over the last couple of months, is quite promising. I think from a rotation perspective, it was nice to see the manager, give players some minutes. Zinchenko, Kivior. I'm not Kivior's biggest fan, but at the same time, whilst we're in this set of fixtures where you're playing every 3 games, I think it's important that you kind of refresh the squad, because we're going to have to go again on a weekend and again after 3 days again. So all in all, I think we could walk away as professional performance from the squad. I mean, Raheem Sterling, I kind of feel sorry for Raheem Sterling. And it's kind of down to the perspective of, not to say he's good enough, I just feel like you got to platform him in the right position. I don't think Raheem Sterling is anywhere as effective throughout his careers, barring maybe City as an out-and-out right winger and expecting him to create. I think he's a player who thrives, who would do better on the left-hand side. I think on the right, he's expecting 1-2s and quick interchange to get the best of him. He doesn't have
Nathan. Don't do that, man. Come on, Nathan. We saw him on the left, and it stunk the same way, bro.
But listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm talking about platforming a player to give you his best. That's not to say that he's good enough. So those are 2 different conversations we're having here, right? Those are 2. I've not once sat here and said Sterling is the answer on either flank. But you have to platform players so that they can play, so that they can give you the most out of it. It's like we were talking about.
Here's the thing. Pep put that guy in a very good system where he could utilize what he is best at, which is getting onto that back post and getting a goal in, getting him in the positions where he had the most space to utilize his pace and utilize what skill he had and his shot, bro. Pep put him in a very, very good system where he could utilize what he's good at and hide what he's bad at. Arteta is not Pep. So the reason why we got him is that was the final fuck you and middle finger from Edu before he left. Clearly. So I'm with this guy. I'm done. And the thing is, with this guy, I'm done with Sterling. And the thing is, we can't even like cancel his loan. Like for real, they said no cancellation.
I get what you're done with Sterling, but I do still think what Nathan's saying is right. If you're going to get any type of tune out of him, put him in the position that he played the best in, rather than in a position that he wasn't even that good in when he was in his pomp. I think that stands to reason. You know, if you had a really good fullback in his day who's looking a bit tired now, you wouldn't put him in central midfield or as a centre back. You'd go, let's just keep him into his position. We'll make him stay back. You know, I think that's, if you guys have got to keep him and you don't sign anybody else, I think there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth.
I think this is just whatever. To be honest, Nathan, you're trying so hard, Nathan. Raheem Sterling is never going to be the answer for you. If Raheem Sterling is the one you're going to rely on just right off the season, bro. Raheem Sterling is never going to be the guy to lay over the line.
What I'm saying, because I've never asked us to rely on Raheem Sterling. That's not been the argument. It's about we have him in the squad, right? So we're going to have to use him in certain games. So if you're going to use him in certain games, create a platform to get the best out of him. No one's sitting here saying Sterling needs to start every single game.
Do you want my opinion? Promote a youngster better than him because he's on loan. Just write off this check. Bro, write off the check and then just take your L and then move on. Promote another guy.
Raheem is not that bad. Raheem is
bad.
I literally played him on the left-hand side against Bolton.
We made a mistake.
Yes, he against Bolton, but he still performed very well in that position, and he had a youngster.
Let's keep it real. Reece Nelson going on loan, Raheem Sterling coming in, we got worse. Raheem Sterling
10 weeks.
Raheem Sterling is not better than Reece Nelson. Raheem Sterling is not better, I would say, as an impact player this season than Eddie Nketiah was last season. Sometimes you actually get worse by getting rid of some of your squad players that you don't think.
That's my point, Igal. I agree with you.
I hear that, guys. Let's get some of these super chats here. First one says, I never understand why people fully